I want to make this video really quickly while I'm thinking about it, because as soon as I get hungry or sleepy or see something shiny, I'm going to forget all about it and never going to make it. So I thought I'd go ahead and make it here real fast. I was at Sportsman's warehouse earlier today, and while I was there, a young woman was there with her boyfriend, and she was trying to pick out her first handgun. Now, while I was there looking at guns, we kind of started up a conversation. After this conversation, they asked me, what do you think of the guns she's chosen so far? Well, at that point, the gun she was leaning towards was a Sig Mosquito in .22. And they asked me, what do I think of the Sig Sauer itself as a gun, and what do I think of .22 caliber ammunition? Do I think .22 caliber ammunition is a capable round? Well, that's actually a multiple point question there. Now, as far as the Sig is concerned, it's a decent gun for a .22. Wouldn't be my first choice of a .22, but it's a decent gun. It was pink, she liked it, she could hold it well, it fit her hands good, so she liked it. Now, as far as whether .22 is a capable caliber, that's a different question, and it's a multifaceted question. If you're asking, can .22 kill someone? Yes. Can .22 stop a threat? Yes. Is .22 a great round for hunting small game? Yes, it is. Yes to all those things. It is a capable round if you use it for what it's made for. But whether or not it's a good self-defense round is a completely different topic, and it has nothing to do with ballistics. I'm not judging the round on its ballistics or its ability to harm someone. I'm judging it on other factors. The main factor being that it is a rimfire cartridge, a cartridge made for rifles that people have put into revolvers and semi-autos. And rimfire is not the most reliable round you could possibly have. There's a reason why most rounds aren't rimfire. I can't even get through a good box of .22s without having multiple malfunctions, multiple dead rounds. So it's not a round that I would actually trust my life to. There's just too many malfunctions with rimfire ammunition. I guess .22 in a revolver would be okay, but still, if you have bad rounds, you've lost rounds, and you don't get very many rounds in a revolver, so you don't want to give up any rounds you don't have to, so I would choose a more reliable ammunition. And plus, if recoils while you're going down to .22, don't. You can get 38s that recoil almost as lightly as .22. Same thing goes with 9mm and semi-automatics. You can get it super hot, you can get it super light. You can get it to where it's just hot enough to do the job, but so light it hardly recoils. So don't think you have to go to .22 just because you're recoil sensitive. You can find an ammo that works for you in almost any caliber. Now, when you put .22 in a semi-automatic, that's when you even start having more problems because of the round. Because it's a rimmed round, you have to stack it a certain way, at a certain angle. You don't get very many in the gun. You actually don't get very many more than you get in a revolver, so it's hardly worth it, especially when you consider the jamming issues that you have with those rimmed cartridges in a semi-automatic gun. If you shoot .22 out of a semi-automatic, you're going to have to be able to cycle your gun. If you're someone that's like, I'm a newbie, I don't want to know much about guns, I don't want to have to deal with anything I don't have to deal with, you definitely don't want to shoot a .22 semi-automatic because you're going to have to clear jams, you're going to have to clear dead rounds. It's going to happen just because of the nature of the round itself. And no one wants to have that panic moment when they pull the trigger in a bad situation and the round doesn't go off. If you can avoid that, avoid it. And one of the best ways to avoid it is to use better, more reliable ammunition, which takes you into centerfire rounds. So when people ask me, is .22 caliber okay for self-defense, which surprisingly I get asked that quite a bit, I have to say, no, I don't think it is. I'm not basing that on anything ballistic-wise, because the round is pretty good ballistically, and it's good for what it's intended for, and it's great in rifles, etc. But as far as a self-defense round, when you might need something quickly, when you might need something that shoots right now, it's super reliable. It wouldn't be my first choice. It wouldn't even be my second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth choice. It wouldn't be one of my choices at all. So in the end, even though it's a great round that does what it's supposed to do, as far as self-defense goes, don't use it. Find something better. You ain't even my real dad. Bigger, she get a better grip on,